going to be taking aim on the Turks and Caicos Islands in particular tonight. The southeast Bahamas may be getting in on some tropical storm force winds, certainly ocean effects, a lot of large waves, and there will be surge as well. That'll reach into the southeastern Bahamas. The northern Bahamas not as affected by the storm. It's going to be a very long way away, but the Turks and Caicos Islands in particular getting quite a bit from the storm, including hurricane force winds starting late tonight and then going through the overnight and into tomorrow morning. Right now, as of the new advisory, 5 o'clock advisory from the Hurricane Center, no change to the status of the storm. It's a Category 3 with 120 mile per hour wind, pressure 960, moving northwest at 9 miles per hour. There's the visible satellite picture. We're still getting effects in the Dominican Republic. That's this little area of land right here. It's the eastern half of Hispaniola, and so we're still getting some very heavy rain there. There's a lot of mountainous terrain there, so there's a lot of concern about flash flooding, as we have seen in Puerto Rico. Just unbelievable flooding in some parts of Puerto Rico in the last couple of days. And there's the closer look, high-resolution satellite. Look at the motion there in the eye wall. You see that very fast motion there. So this thing is still really cranking. A lot of the low-level circulation actually a bit obscured there by high cloud. I think there's a little bit of a decoupling that's occurring because there's been some stronger wind coming in aloft. And then as we look a little bit more closely at where this thing is headed, there's Grand Turk Island right there, and you can see the eye wall of the storm in there, and so that is generally headed off to the northwest, and I think that that eye wall is probably now somewhere in the order of 6 to 7, maybe 8 hours away from Grand Turk Island, and then it's going to be grazing the island, coming across the island right through the overnight and into tomorrow morning, and East Caicos and Middle Caicos also getting in on that strong wind. This is the model forecast showing you there's the western edge of the strong wind, Grand Turk Island right there, East Caicos, Middle Caicos. So you see how this is going to evolve. There we go into tomorrow morning, still affecting Grand Turk, East Caicos more severely, but we're getting some strong wind in Middle Caicos and West Caicos, and then finally it does begin to pull away going into the afternoon and will stay well off to the east of the Bahamas, and will probably be an ocean storm, though there's still a small chance, at least at this time, that there could be more direct impacts in the United States. And let's also take a look very quickly at the storm surge forecast. There you see 9 to 12 feet on the way for the Turks and Caicos. And I just want to quickly show you the track from the Hurricane Center. And you see that the primary evidence now is that the storm is going to be an ocean storm with more ocean impacts than anything else along the East Coast. But even though the model guidance is now more offshore, we can't rule out more of a shift to the west in the next few days here. So it's still possible that we have more direct effects in the U.S., and it's just one of those things that we'll need to watch day by day. Leon, over to you.
Thank you so much, Carl. And here's the latest on what we know of Hurricane Maria. The mayor of San Juan telling us that the entire island, 100% of customers have no power. It could be months before service is restored. There's also an island-wide curfew. The governor says no one should be out on the streets from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. And word this afternoon, at least 15 people were killed in the island of Dominica from Hurricane Maria. Over 20 are still missing.